Hello and welcome to episode 8 of the Custom Club with Walkley Wanderers. We are at the start of the new season, the 2015 to 2016 season, and actually we're about the same time in real life as well, which is quite good. We're against Telford in this game. Unfortunately, Ryan Doble has moved on. Now, I tried to offer him a new contract. It didn't work out. He's actually getting paid £600 per week at Lincoln, so I mean I couldn't match that at all. We've also got rid of Luke Greaves. He didn't want to sign up. It's understandable because we were all expecting to get promoted, but it just didn't work out. Capitani's gone as well to Whitby. Anybody else to show? Callum Bennett, of course, we talked about how Callum Bennett is injured. He's still injured actually. So we let him go on a free. We can't be paying out injuries basically. Lost Harry Bond as well. Right. Forget that. Most of them that I haven't shown, you haven't really actually seen. Most of them are like Brian Rowan basically. They've just been there at the club. That they haven't even played a game. What I have brought in. That's not Dobble, by the way. That's Dobby. So, or Dobby. I think it'll be called Dobby, won't it? So we've got 4 players that I've brought in, and hopefully these 4 players are the ones that are gonna propel us, push us to the conference. So here's Luke Dobby, centre mid. He's very good. Oh. Like, this were a good signing at £250 per week. This was sound. Not replacing anyone, just making the team better, especially in that midfield spot. There were so many times in the last season where we got injuries in the middle of the park and looked towards the bench and there were no midfielders to replace the injuries, the suspension, whatever. Whatever happened, there were no one to replace the midfielders. Dobby will actually start, but there'll be someone to replace him if he gets injured, obviously. This loan. Campion, he's French, right? He's the replacement to Dobby. At £160 per week? I think, is that what we're paying? I think, yes. He's actually on a £800 per week contract with Port Vale, but we're paying like a tiny percentage of that. Then we got Sam Tatum, who's our new right back. He's replacing Bennett. Obviously, he's gone through that injury. He's actually decreased in stats as well. And we have another striker to replace Capitani. And this guy is called Reese Wedderborn, and he's magnificent, isn't he? We got a contract. We got him on a hot prospect status of £160 appearance fee. It's not even a weekly fee. So if he doesn't play one game, we don't pay any money for him, which is very nice. Like I said, we got Telford, the first game of the season. Friendly's looking good apart from this 1-0 loss to Mikulova. Oh. Whilst I remember, I took note on who won the Premier League. I wish I didn't, to be fair. I wish I didn't. Because Liverpool beat Man United to the Premier League title, not by points, but by goal difference. And as a Man United fan, that pissed me off so much, and I was like, oh God. Thankfully, it's on the game and it's not in real life. If it was in real life, I'd be inconsolable right now, and I certainly wouldn't be sitting around doing a video. That's for certain. We've managed to retain a lot of the players, signing new contracts like Harry Andrews. Even though he made that dreadful mistake in the playoffs, I still think he's a very good goalkeeper for this league. He's on a non-contract. Let's have a look at the actual contracts. Contracted players. Right. Sebastião, I think his wage has gone up by 40 quid, not that much. Kane Cork, we talked about in a previous episode that I'd offered him a new contract. Wooten is here for another season, which is great. The Polish holding midfielder that we're now gonna call KP because actually one of my subscribers say, look, you can't really pronounce it, just say his initials KP. So we're gonna call him KP. He's on a new contract, but he's quite injured. Yeah. Don't worry if I'm just making sounds. It's been one of these weird days, you know that when you wake up and you feel so productive, you're going to go, yes, I'm going to have a good day. And then within 30 minutes, it's gone to shit and you're like, what have I done? What? I mean, I woke up at 10:30 and it's took, nearly 12 hours for me to sit down and record. I've been so full of ideas as well, and hopefully I've got a surprise for you guys very soon. I've been so full of ideas, and it came today. I've got a few days off work, which is nice, and I was like, no, I'm going to do a lot of videos today, at least 2 or 3, and I'm just not, and I'm so sorry for that. You get them kind of days, though. Luke Watson, this was a good signing. I think I've signed him up again, hopefully. £300 2017. He is amazing. He should be in the Football League, to be fair, with them stats. Let's have a look at his reports. Good play for most Vanarama Conference. Potential to be a good League 2 player. I'm sure he's not that far away from that potential, to be fair. We're going to try and hold on to these players as long as we can. Who else we've got? Nick Thacker is out for the start of the season. And that's basically it. I don't think KP's going to start the season as well. Fingers crossed we start winning ways. We're going to push this defensive midfielder forward. But we're going to ask him to defend like the other centre mid. And fingers crossed, Nelthorpe is there. Nelthorpe's looking to play attacking mid left. Is he actually training there? No, I think we should start training him there because he spends a lot of his time on the left hand side of the pitch. So, Walkley against Telford, and this must be an even more incredible side. The pressures are on us to get promoted, but I've actually seen our finances and we're improving again. So, I mean, the pressure's not coming from the financial part of the financial aspect, should we call it. It's the fact that the new season is approaching, the new football season in real life. The new games will be coming out soon, and you know what? We need to finish this. I know we've just started in that. We've got a couple of months. Holmes, God, for fuck's sake, Holmes. Last year, he argued with me. We then dropped our form significantly. This time, we start with a home conceded penalty and Telford are leading. Yeah, I really don't want a slow start to the season like we had last time. But it's it could possibly happen. That's just the way it is on Football Manager. I've not changed things a lot, so it shouldn't be as bad as last time. Like, most of the same players are here, and they will be here for some time to come, hopefully. Watson, Wooten, Wedderborn on his debut, trying to find a goal. Come on, lads. Obviously a bad start, disappointing start. But we can change it. There's plenty of time. Not if Tatum... Wow. Great. What a signing that is. The new right back. Oh dear. Seems like every time I go to record an episode of this, we screw up quite badly. And it's... The morale will be on the floor. First day defeat. You just don't want that. And I don't want Man United to suffer it next week against Tottenham. That'll be a very tricky game. Wooten. He's going back to Dobby. Come on, lads. There's some kind of momentum in this. Kane Court got, like, smashed out the way. And we really should have... Yes, we should have got a penalty. Even the commentator said it looked like a penalty. Oh, this is not going well at all, to be fair. It's got worse. Oh, my word. One... Of course. Elliot Newby. Released by Walkley. Scores against them. You see, these guys go into their new clubs and do well. What do my players do? Can pass. Just pass it to them at the edge of their own bottom. Like, that is one of the most ridiculous things. It's like one of the most elementary rules of defending. Don't pass it across a bleeding box. Ugh. It's not even a narrow defeat. This is quite an arse whip right now. Hopkins is going to get some time. Campion, I'm going to put on. But right now, the lads and I are deflated. And what's that in the chat? What's that in the the chanting in the stadium? And it's Cutsy out. They won't cause it. The supporters are crying. Some are committing suicide. That's going a bit too far, but still. Yeah, oh my word! Oh my word! Everybody's done with it. Harry Carey across the stadium. Oh god. It's quite hard to say the scoreline right now. I thought I did alright in the transfer window. I thought I did alright. Walkley 0. Telford 4. And Kane Court can't even find the back of the net. That's how bad it is. We've had the same amount of shots. How the fuck? Oh. I apologise for my language. But when you've tried so hard and you've spent hours building a side that you think, yes, that's good enough for conference, not just Conference North, conference. And then they get whipped on the first day of the season in front of all of you. This is not just one of these ones where, oh, well, we can just buff over that and we don't need to show that result to the subscribers. It's the live con episode and it's fucking 4-0. Against Telford. And these guys must have just been relegated? Maybe? Let's have a look. Where do you see? History. Yeah, so they just got relegated. Which makes it a bit easier to take, but still annoying. 4-0. That is dreadful. And I'm really wanting to actually play the FC United game now. So just to try and like ease the pressures. Hopefully get a win. We've just lost against a relegated side And now we could win against a promoted side, even though FC United are a very good team. And they will have decent players because of the money ploughed into that team. Oh, well, it's going to be a 2-game episode simply because of how disappointing that first match was. Williams is playing on the left. That's not a surprise, to be fair. Sebastião up front. Are we sure about that? I'm going to put Campion on. Surely. The lad on loan from Port Vale has something to say in this league. Come on, lads. Let's get right on. Do a tiny bit better than what we did in the first game of the season. Even though it could have been a completely different game if we got that penalty at 2-0. Could have put a bit of pressure on them. We did have a similar amount of shots in the end. Just improvement at the front. I mean, what was that, KP? We've actually improved going forward. We bought 2 good attackers in my knowledge. Kane Cook really should have scored. Really should have scored there, Kane Cook. But yeah, look at the amount of shots, right? Okay. We've had 6 to their 0. Okay, I think it's time to, like, win a game. Wooten, McKnight, deliver. Oh, please don't. Please don't do this to me, right? Hitchin's in the net for us. I don't like that. But he's got some decent potential as Hitchin. It's just he's eccentric. Now, someone was asking, what does eccentricity do on Football Manager? It's basically showing off. And sometimes it's like Aurelio Gomez at Tottenham. Yeah? He could have easily just, I don't know, we got a penalty. Well, so basically, you know when they're saying, they're showing off for the cameras and that, doing a dive that they really don't need to do? That is what eccentricity is. If you know what I mean. Like, doing stuff that you're not normally meant to do, and sometimes it comes back to kick you up the arse, basically. So Jamie Wooten has scored the penalty, and we lead against FC United, which is just a nice sound, really, isn't it? Leading against a team. This should have been our opening game, but you know what? I'm glad that we're leading this game because we could have had that 4-0 defeat and never recovered from it. Like, that is an awful loss. The team's better than that, and I've been saying this for, a year now, that the team's better than the results that they've had. They actually got 3rd last season, and I think they're better than last season's team. So, Comedy Shorts Gamer went straight over the ball there. So, fingers crossed, praying to a higher being up there. Not religious, so just higher being or whatever you want to call that thing up there, if there is such a thing, which there isn't. But whatever, we can get promoted. Jamie Wooten, continuing his form from last season. This is an excellent finish from the header. Just putting it across goal. Very nice. Impossible for the keeper to actually change his body in that. We're well on our way. We'll make some substitutions. Oh, and someone said a few episodes ago, I think on Youth Squad Legends, that it's weird how I say substitutions. And I think it's because of my accent. And I use a D. I use a D like halfway through it, which I really shouldn't. But it's one of them things, and I really can't stop it. So if you hear substitutions pronounced wrong, then I'm sorry, guys, but it's the way. I was going to sub a defender, but actually, look at that. Watson's playing centre-back. Got someone out of position at centre-back, and they've done magnificently well. Well, that is a surprise. Sebastião's coming up on, the right wing. And I think it's Wooten's time to bow out. And we're going to leave it at that. Because I don't want to change it a lot. And I don't want to risk, like, the 2-0 lead. Like, with the substitutions that I've made, we could, like, lose a goal. We could. There's all possibilities of that. But hopefully, it comes too late for FC United of Manchester. Okay. Oh, and also, on the subject of Manchester, my Man United shirt came today, and that was the part of the reason why I was like, oh, I can't be asked to do anything, because I built up this stamina for the day, and I was like a little kid when the parcel came. I was like, oh my god, and it was only a shirt. It's a shirt, expensive as it's fucking so expensive, right? Ridiculous. 5 minutes to go until we finish what will be the longest episode of Walkley Wanderers so far. Said they're going to be around 20 minutes. This is just topping it. It's nice to see that we haven't had any injuries yet, have we not? That's a change. That's a pleasant change. As Hitchen collects the ball, I think I'm going to have to play Hitchen. He definitely did better than what Andrews has. And the assistant manager were like, "Fuck it, we're going to have to change everything here," and it's worked out. Amazingly, Watson is all right at defenders. Yeah, he's all right. Bless his little heart. There you go. The first episode of the new season. Hang on, actually. We're still in our old shirts. We've got a 2-year sponsorship with Macron in my mind. But that won't be continuing. I cannot formally announce the new shirt manufacturer, but I have actually created the shirts. That will be announced further on in the year. Okay, finances. Like I said, it's looking good. We took a dip in March, but afterwards, it's just rising. It's comfortably rising right now. If we could basically get this team into the conference and not put a lot more money into the team, basically not give these guys a big wage increase, right? We could make a lot of money through the conference and the Football League, which is part of the, philosophy of my, football managerness. Fingers crossed. Right, I'm going to save you up, and I'm going to say goodbye to you guys. Hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, please give the video a like, and I will see you next time. Oh, actually, I should tell you who we're playing next time, but now I've said the game. We shall wait. Yep. Let's have a look. Let's see who we're going to play next time. So we're at the middle of August. We'll go to the end of. And you see, we don't really want to be in this league for a long time. We don't want to have that many episodes on it. So we'll go to the end of November, shall we? And we will play Corby. Right, Corby Town FC with Ian Bogle as their manager. Who knows if they'll be their manager when we actually play them? Their stadium pitch is a mess, basically. Steel Park. Alright. See you later, guys.